The crocodile waited for the zebra for a whole week, but the clever zebras refused to cross the river. What's going on? Let's figure it out. On a hot summer day, there is nothing more refreshing than taking a dip in a cool river. This rule applies to all animals. In our story, this opportunity was provided by a large river flowing through the savannah. But there was one problem. The river was infested with crocodiles who were lying in wait for unsuspecting prey. Our zebras are making their way through the dry savannah. They're on their way to a watering hole, which is also home to hundreds of other animals. Zebras are thirsty, but they're too afraid to drink from the watering hole because they know there are crocodiles there. When the zebras get closer, we can see one of the crocs lurking near the shore. He has been resting in the shade of the tall grass for a long time, and he's hungry. The reptile hasn't had a decent meal in several days, so he is ready to eat anything that gets close enough. While watching the zebras, the crocodile decides to take a little nap. There's no point in rushing. Everything will come in time. A few minutes later, a herd of about 20 zebras approaches the watering hole. They need to quench their thirst, but they do it very hesitantly. The leader keeps looking around nervously, trying to spot the danger. Suddenly, one of the zebras spots the crocodile. All the animals start neighing and stampeding, but it's too late. The predator lunges at one of the zebras and drags her into the water. Other animals try to help her, but it's too late. The zebra is gone. As you probably already guessed, crocodiles have been living in rivers for millions of years. That's why they're perfectly adapted for this environment. Their elongated bodies are great for swimming. Also, these reptiles can hold their breath underwater for a very long time. Crocodiles often lie in wait for their prey, hiding in the most unexpected places. And since they're excellent at staying underwater without moving, it's almost impossible to notice them. Plus, they can easily go unnoticed because of the color of their skin. For example, Nile crocodiles are usually brown or black. These colors allow them to blend in with the soil at the bottom of the river. Crocodiles are super patient. Sometimes they can stay still for hours, just waiting for the right moment to attack. They also have some tricks up their sleeves. To lure unsuspecting prey, crocodiles often regurgitate part of their stomach contents, creating an illusion of an easy meal. Other predators follow this trail and fall for the bait. However, the crocodile's plan works not only on other predators, but also on herbivores. They're attracted by the smell of small fish, which are usually regurgitated along with water during this trick. We've already mentioned that crocodiles have excellent swimming skills, but what about running on land? It turns out that these reptiles are pretty good at it, although they don't like doing it too much. If a crocodile needs to quickly move on land, it can easily reach speeds of up to 18 miles per hour. Moreover, these creatures are incredibly agile, which helps them catch prey. While running, a crocodile can turn almost 90 degrees in any direction, chasing a fleeing zebra. At the same time, the reptile takes its head out of the water, carefully looking around to make sure it doesn't run into any obstacles. After looking around, the crocodile begins to slowly move towards the zebras. The zebras are too focused on drinking water to notice the approaching danger. Finally, the crocodile decides to make a dash. The reptile swiftly lunges at the zebras and tries to bite one of them. The zebras scatter in different directions, but it's too late. One of the animals is injured, and it's clear it won't get away. The crocodile is fast and agile enough to chase the zebra and catch up with it. The prey runs along the shore, hoping to escape, while the crocodile follows closely behind. The reptile jumps out of the water and tries to bite the zebra again, but this time the animal manages to dodge. The zebra runs faster, but it's unlikely it will be able to escape the crocodile. The reptile is gaining ground, and soon it will be close enough to deal with the zebra once and for all. A few minutes pass, and the crocodile finally manages to grab the zebra. Now the fight between the crocodile and the zebra reaches its climax. The zebra desperately tries to defend itself, kicking and biting the crocodile. The reptile is also angry and fights back. The animals are struggling, and the outcome is still uncertain. Suddenly, the crocodile releases the zebra. The reptile lets go of its prey and swims away. Why did the crocodile let the zebra go? Is it just being kind, or is there another reason? We'll tell you all about it right now. While the crocodile was fighting the zebra, the rest of the herd moved away from the watering hole. Once the zebra noticed this, it began to panic. The animal realized it would never get away from the crocodile, but it could warn its relatives. As you might have guessed, the zebra's desperate cries alerted the entire herd, and they started moving away quickly. When the zebra saw this, it stopped resisting. It understood that saving itself was pointless, and the best thing it could do was buy time for the rest of the herd. That's exactly what the zebra did. While the crocodile was preoccupied with the prey, the zebra cried out as loudly as it could. This helped the rest of the herd escape. Although the crocodile didn't get a meal this time, it wasn't a complete loss. The reptile managed to scare off the zebras, and they will definitely bring more prey to the watering hole in the future. So the crocodile just had to wait. After all, there's no point in rushing. The zebra is lying on the ground defeated. It seems like the crocodile has won. But suddenly something strange happens. The zebra gets up and starts chewing on the grass. Apparently, the reptile didn't kill it. The zebra looks around cautiously, then runs away. Maybe tomorrow it will be smarter and find another place to quench its thirst. Who knows? The crocodile is still lying in the river, watching the zebras from afar. The reptile understands that the zebras will return for water, and it's just a matter of time. But the crocodile isn't in a hurry. It knows how to wait patiently. Another day comes, and with it, a new chance for the crocodile to get a meal. Several zebras are approaching the river. They seem pretty calm, but the crocodile knows better than to trust them. The zebras stop near the river, take a few steps forward, then suddenly start running. It looks like the zebras decided to drink water after all. Despite the danger, the crocodile lunges at one of the zebras, but it manages to avoid being grabbed. The reptile misses and hits the water with its powerful tail. The impact makes the water splash, startling the zebras even more. The animals run away, trampling each other and making a lot of noise. It seems like the crocodile failed to get food again, but that's only an apparent victory for the zebras. After all, the crocodile scared them away. So sooner or later, they'll have to come back. The main thing for the reptile is to wait patiently. Finally, a young zebra decides to take the risk and get some water. It moves closer to the river, then slowly begins to drink. The crocodile has been waiting for this moment for a whole week, and it won't miss its chance. The reptile lunges at the zebra, but this time it doesn't hit the water with its tail. Instead, the crocodile tightly grabs the zebra and pulls it under the water. The zebra desperately tries to resist, but it's too weak to win the fight. Soon, the crocodile drowns its prey and pulls it to the bottom. The reptile is happy with the outcome of the hunt. It finally has something to eat after a whole week. What will the crocodile do with its prey? Will it release the zebra or will it drag it to the bottom? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.